You would think a high-profile match with the World Heavyweight Champion would solidify my status in WWE, right? Nope. Just a few months later, I was released. For those of you keeping track at home, this was the second time I was released by WWE. I thought this time I might be done with WWE for good. But not long after my release, I returned at SummerSlam. When WWE called me, they said, hey, if you want to come back, that's for the main event of SummerSlam. Main eventing SummerSlam, it's just super cool. Old school pay-per-views still holds special meaning. Not long after SummerSlam, my strained relationship with The Miz picked up right where it left off.
Let me tell you something. I'm the pro. I am the talent.
The Miz is almost a perfect adversary for me because we are so polar opposites. The one thing I do respect about Miz, he works very, very hard.
You and me, U.S. Championship match. Yes or no? Yes.
We had our first match against each other at Night of Champions 2010 for the United States title.
The Miz and Daniel Bryan have been polar opposites throughout their careers, making for a fierce rivalry. But the weird part is that the indie darling Daniel Bryan began in WWE as a protege of reality star The Miz on NXT.
Miz and Daniel Bryan were teammates in name only. You know, some NXT pairings, like myself and Dolph Ziggler, excellent pro-rookie relationships. Miz and Bryan, however, hated each other from the very start.
You two brought up that acrimonious relationship between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. Miz abused Bryan, and Bryan fought back, taking Miz's spot in a SummerSlam main event, and then his United States Championship just a month later.
After laying dormant for a few years, The Miz and Daniel Bryan's hatred resurfaced in the infamous Talking Smack segment. After Daniel Bryan returned to action and pulled strings to get The Miz moved to SmackDown Live, you know, this rivalry is far from over, even after 8 years.
The dropkick hits the target. He's displaying classic offense here. This looks to be a barn burner, gentlemen. These two guys hate each other. Corey, come on. The Miz is WWE's fastest rising star, and Daniel Bryan, he's a nerdy vegan, and he escapes the submission.
And good thing, that could have been disastrous.
Did you hear that? What impact!
Michael may have ragged on Daniel Bryan's diet, but that quote-unquote nerdy vegan is WWE's most effective submission expert.
And Miz is as crafty as the day is long. That makes for a pretty interesting confrontation. What an incredible move. Oh, man.
Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack.
Dodges a bullet there. Why would anyone, please tell me, why would anyone root for Daniel Bryan? He's an indie internet nerd. He doesn't eat meat, he doesn't own a TV, and he has absolutely no personality, and he is a dog named Asparagus.
Oh my gosh, who cares what Daniel Bryan eats or watches or what his dog's name is? He's great in the ring, and for the record,
his shoulders are down. Digging deep for a kick out. Too soon. Clearly on a mission here. Got it. No! Oh. He doesn't want to do this outside the ring. He slams him down with authority. Every title's on the line here tonight at Night of Champions. The Miz is no stranger to championships. At one point, he held the U.S. title and the Tag Team Championship simultaneously. And that briefcase is a near guaranteed WWE Championship win.
Okay, Michael, I know where you're going to go with this. I know what you're trying to lead to. Yes, Daniel Bryan hasn't won a title here yet, but he's only been on the roster for 8 months. Give him time.
The two of you discussed Miz's longer title reign resume than Daniel Bryan, but I have to point out that Daniel Bryan just did something Miz hasn't done yet. He main evented SummerSlam.
I mean, come on, Daniel Bryan stole that spot at SummerSlam after John Cena begged The Miz to join his team. Also, when The Miz wins here and then cashes in later tonight, he'll have plenty of main events in his future.
Daniel Bryan may only be 8 months into his WWE career, but this is
what happens if The Miz comes up short here tonight against Daniel Bryan.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, has it, Byron?
Could be on the verge of occurring. Daniel Bryan from the top rope. Miz is in trouble.
Yeah, but look at The Miz fight back. What a warrior.
Great wherewithal from The Miz. Daniel Bryan hung out to dry. Just like that, The Miz has turned the tides in this matchup.
This is what I'm talking about. He's bringing it back inside the ring now. Daniel Bryan with a great offensive show. Big open. And yes, Bryan may have just closed the book on this one.
The Miz getting outclassed.
Lapel lock. The lapel lock is in.
The Miz getting outclassed here tonight, guys.
Look out. That can break bones, guys.
Well executed. His kick connects. Great move. This kind of offense he's known for. That's how you make an impact.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Big move coming up. Knocked him right off his feet.
Yeah, no kidding.
The majority of the WWE Universe here tonight is trying to will Daniel Bryan back into this matchup.
Boy, that's because a lot more people relate to Daniel Bryan than they do The Miz.
Relate to Daniel Bryan? How can he relate to a guy who doesn't own a TV or eat meat? Look at this. He let it go.
Curious decision there, Michael. Oh boy, he is rolling. Miz is doing all he can to damage Daniel Bryan, to negate that dangerous label lock.
I don't want to negate more than that. Bryan has submissions we haven't seen for years in WWE.
The human body can only absorb so much of that.
Now it's time to capitalize.
The champion into the cover. 2. Ref found a 2 count.
Gonna take a lot more than that to keep Daniel Bryan down, Saxton.
Up and over with a suplex.
with a nice reversal. Wow, that was some reversal by Daniel Bryan.
Lapel lock, the lapel lock is in.
The Miz getting outclassed here tonight, guys.
Going for something else, it seems.
I suspect he knows something that we don't, Cole. Why else would he just let him out of that hole?
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Interesting decision here, Corey.
I don't know. I kind of like it. He clearly wants to inflict some more punishment.
Submission specialist Daniel. This is a level of destruction no one was expecting. The Miz getting outclassed here tonight, guys.
He releases it.
And you can debate whether or not that would have been the end. Interesting decision there.
Ooh, he goes down hard.
Yeah, he's definitely starting to fade now.
Daniel Bryan, this is going to be big. Lapel lock, the lapel lock is in.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
Just as ruthless as the first time we saw it.
He did it! Daniel Bryan is U.S. champion!
No, it can't be!
I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history. That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Here is your winner, and the new United States Champion, Daniel Bryan.
That was a fluke. The Miz slipped and Daniel Bryan somehow took advantage.
A long road for Daniel Bryan leads to the United States title.
I could watch them go at it each and every week. What a match. And I'll tell you, the roof nearly blew off this place in Rosemont when the bell finally rang to end this one.